Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to the kitchen. I wanted to show you to start with something that I picked up at Walmart. I love tulips, and they have these little, it has a bunch of plants in it, 1, 2, 3, 6 plants for $4 and something, and I found some that had the little red. Looks like the tulips are going to be red. So I'll show y'all when they grow and open, but I'm going to have some tulips to enjoy on my island over here. Now that our horticulture's over with, let's talk about what we're going to cook today. Now y'all know I've told you before I love Reuben sandwiches. That's just one of my favorites. And I did the Reuben pinwheel roll-ups. If you haven't seen that video, I should have looked the number up before I started, but I didn't. So you can look for it. But today we're going to do a Reuben casserole. And what you do, you need a tube of crescent rolls, and you use half of them and put them in the bottom of your dish and bake it until they're kind of brown. And then you layer your Reuben ingredients in it and top it with another one. You got a yummy hot Reuben sandwich that's easy to serve. So I'm going to bring y'all over here and let you see what I'm doing. And in just a little bit, that's going to be my brunch because it's not noontime yet, but I'm hungry. And you know, I think any time is Reuben time. Come on over here and watch what we're doing. Okay, I've got my little pan. That's my neat little Pyrex dish that I got at Goodwill I told y'all about one time. I like to find bargains like that. I went to a neat resale shop yesterday, and I got a wonderful big old tabletop in the red check for $2.50. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I grabbed that really quick and in a hurry. Okay, I'm going to just need half of this. What is that in there? Something came off of my... That's half and that's half. So let's see. I don't think that's going to stretch enough to fit. I think I'm going to need 2 cans of them. I don't remember which pan I used for this. I'm going to get this in the oven at 375 until it's golden brown, and then I'll layer it and put another one on top and egg wash it. I did go back and fold my crescent rolls back and spray my pan with a little bit of Pam just to be sure it didn't stick. Now I'm going to add into 1 can of drained, a 14 and a half ounce can of sauerkraut. I'm going to add a half of a cup, 1/2 cup of Thousand Island dressing. And I like the Ken's. Y'all can get whatever you like, of course. Just going to mix this up and have it ready. I'll go somewhere like there's a tea room I like to go to over at Navasota, Texas. It's at a little nursery called Martha's Bloomers. And they have a lot of choices. And I always have trouble making up my mind to try something different because I love a Reuben. This is caraway seed, and you need 1/2 teaspoon. And that's all that goes in here. You mix this up real well, and then we're going to layer it and make our casserole. So as soon as my rolls are browned, that's so that it won't be doughy. And if you're making a cobbler, my Aunt Audrey that I talk about a lot did this. She would put some dough in the bottom of her pan and brown it lightly. Then she'd put her berries and some goodie in there, and then she'd put some more dough, stick it in the oven and brown it. That way, when you go to eat your cobbler, you don't have a doughy, almost like a dumpling, bunch of dough in there. It's crisp and cooked some all the way through. So that's a good tip to remember when you're making a cobbler and you're using like the pie crust that you cut in strips or however you do it. Brown each layer before you top it with some more. That way when you cut into that cobbler, you're going to get good crunchy crust all the way through it. But this has just got the bottom layer and the top layer today, but that's just a tip for y'all to remember from my auntie. Okay, I'm waiting on my crust, and I'll be back, and we'll get this made, and I'll get to eat. Some rolls are golden brown on the top, the first layer. So the next thing I'm going to do, now what I've got in my measuring cup is the can of drained sauerkraut, a half teaspoon of caraway seed, and a half cup of your choice Thousand Island dressing. I use Ken's. Now what we're going to do next is layer some cheese on top of here. And I just had the deli to cut me some Swiss cheese. And a piece for over there. And if you don't cook your own, you want to buy good deli corned beef. You don't want a bunch of gristle and all in it. So don't buy cheap stuff. That's not going to be good in your casserole or on your sandwich if you're making a sandwich instead of a casserole. Okay. Now we're going to put our sauerkraut on top of that and spread it along and out, around. I have a sauerkraut salad that I'm going to make. It's really good. It's kind of sweet and sour, tasty, and it's pretty. It's colorful. I'll be making that for y'all before too long. Okay, you just want that kind of everywhere because you want to buy it in your sandwich. Then we're going to top that with the rest of the cheese. Maybe it'll meet in the middle. I think that'll work. Now we're going to take and open our other can of rolls and put them on top and put it back in there and let that brown real good. Take it about 10-12 minutes, I think. Okay, let me get these unrolled and on the top, and I'll be back and show you what we've got going. Okay, I've got my other crescent rolls on the top, and I'm going to take one egg white that I've whipped up a little bit, and I'm going to brush it so it'll be pretty and brown pretty. And I saved that big old egg yolk, and I'm going to put it in something else that I'm going to cook here in a little bit. Okay, this is going to go into the oven for, I think it's still pretty hot. The recipe says 12 to 15 minutes till it's golden brown, and everything inside will be hot and bubbly, and we'll have us a Reuben sandwich with a different kind of bread on it. Got my casserole baking in my June oven, and I had one little bitty piece of the dough left, so I'm baking it. I like crescent rolls. It won't be long, and it'll be good and golden, and we'll cut it in squares and eat some. Okay, I got our casserole out of the June oven, and it cooked about 16 or 18 minutes to brown the top of it. And I'm going to let it cool just a little bit, and then I'll cut it and plate it up and let y'all see before I have some for my meal. Okay, y'all, I got me a piece out, and I've got it on the plate. See the layers in there? Yummy, yummy. And I'm fixing to add a pickle and some chips and get a picture. And then we're going to have, I guess, brunch. Here it is, all plated up and ready to enjoy. I just love the way it looks. And I love crescent rolls, so I know I'm going to enjoy this. Okay, y'all, now you have another way to make one of my favorite sandwiches. And it's not hard. You just have to remember ahead of time to pick up your stuff at the store. I hope you'll try it. If you've never had a Reuben, try it. They're different and it's delicious. It'll be something new to put on your table. Hope y'all will make it. Let me know down in the comments. And please share my channel with your friends and on your Facebook pages or your whatever your social media is, so that I can grow my channel. I appreciate you watching, and be sure if you haven't to hit the subscribe button and then hit that little bell so that when I upload a video you'll be notified and you can watch it. It isn't any fun to be in the kitchen if y'all are not in here with me, so you need to watch it where I can talk to you and tell you how to do what I'm doing. Y'all be back in a few days. We'll have something good coming up. And y'all learn something else. The good Lord bless you.